Hey, you're from Penang, right?
Yes, I am.
What are the places you often visit when you're in your neighborhood's hometown?
I often visit the Sunway Carnival Mall. I go there to buy food and desserts. I love going there for frozen yogurts too. It is only a 2 to 3 minutes distance from my house.
That's so nearby to your home. Is that how it is for other places as well?
Yes, every places you go in my hometown in Seberang is only of 3 to 5 minutes distance. In my neighborhood, there's even a nearby park and gym that you can visit.
What else do you do in your hometown?
Oh, my relative also stays near me, so I visit my relative's house often. We will all again just 3 to 5 minute distance to each other houses. Also, I will always hang out with my cousins at Starbucks Gravitas. It was our sanctuary place.
Oh, I've heard that people in Penang mainly speak in Chinese and English. Is that the same for you as well?
I always talk Malay, Tamil, and English. My parents will usually communicate with my siblings and I in Tamil, but we will respond to them in Malay. I speak English mainly with my friends.
Oh, besides that, I'm also curious to know if there are any events held around your neighborhood area?
For event, there's usually a lot of wedding functions. Most of them are held in the hall near Georgetown or Kepala Batas. As for someone who originated from an Indian Muslim family, there's always a lot of functions to be had in our house. It is always so much fun. For example, we will have a lot of wedding functions and family gathering, and my most favorite is during the Eid celebration, where all of my families from other states will gather in one full house, and we will have a huge meetup and gathering.
What else do you often do when you're in your hometown?
Well, I attend piano classes. Since it is just beside my house and it is only a 30 seconds walking distance, I never miss my piano class and continue attending it since standard 2.
Ha, I see. What about shopping? Where do you always go for that?
The best choice for shopping is in Georgetown. I often visit the Queensway Mall, Gurney Paragon, and Gurney Plaza. A lot of brands are sold there. Also in Georgetown, there are a lot of good restaurants. My personal favorite is the Halab restaurant. You should give it a try. They have the best masala tea.
Ooh, I would definitely want to give that a try. Where else would you suggest me to visit while I'm in Georgetown?
I would suggest you to visit the Little India. A lot of good restaurant is there too. But I always visit there to buy our traditional Indian dress. They have so many pretty dresses that you might fall in love with. Enough about me. What about your hometown? I bet Kuching is lovely, right?
It is. Kuching is rich in culture, food, and might I even say festivals.
Rich in festivals? What do you mean?
There is often a lot of events, specifically festivals happening in Kuching, especially when you go to the center of town. You know how I said Kuching is rich in culture and food? Well, there's also a lot of cultural and food festivals. For example, there's the Kuching Food Festival, which locals usually call it Kuching Fest instead. You have endless rows of food stalls that offer a variety of dishes. And every year, there's always a different dish highlighted. I recall that fried ice cream was one of the main highlight a few years back, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, that fried ice cream sounds like such a good thing. And it sounds like such a fun festival.
It really is. There's also a fun fair simultaneously happening when the Kuching Fest is happening, so there's like endless of food and endless of fun.
Speaking of food, what are some popular foods in Kuching?
Dishes like kolot and laksa Sarawak are always often the locals' favorite, especially if it's made from a family business that's been going on for years. I personally recommend the ones in Kenyalang, which is one of the neighborhood that I used to grow up in with my grandparents.
Oh, so you grew up in Kenyalang. What language is mainly spoken there?
Yes, I did grow up there. And the neighborhood I grew up in was an old Chinese neighborhood, so the people there spoke particularly in Hokkien dialect. However, since Kuching is such a widespread city, dialects are often really just dependent on which area you're from. So if you go to like the center of town, more often than not, people will communicate in Bahasa Melayu Sarawak. So English is not exactly a concentrated language in Kuching, but you will find some people who do communicate in English.
Wow, that's so cool. So much diversity in your hometown. What do you often do when you are back in your hometown?
Well, Honestly, I go out to the malls a lot. I often visit the main malls such as the Spring and Aeon. However, if I'm in the mood to hang out with friends and eat good food, we often go downtown. There's a lot of food stalls and cafe to go to, and the meals will never disappoint you. Besides that, I also enjoy attending current events held in town, such as festivals and art exhibition.
It sounds like there's a lot to do in your hometown. I'm so glad